Hey, welcome to StanChart YouTube channel. In my channel, we talk about personal finance, money, and everything in between. Now, after my last video where I antagonized a lot of mile users, this time I'm coming after cashback users. Stop using cashback cards only. If you only focus on getting cashback, you're actually missing a lot of potential rewards that you can get from the points and miles cards. Now, I think the phrase miles cards is actually very misleading because most mile cards are actually points cards which earn you points with the respective bank. For instance, when you spend on a DBS Altitude card, you actually earn DBS points. And when you spend on an OCBC Titanium Rewards card, you get OCBC dollars. And these are points that you can convert to miles and also a lot of other things, including cash rebate as well as vouchers. And that gives me my first reason why you should not ignore points cards when it comes to your credit card spending, and that is that points and miles are actually worth money. So if someone asks you, would you rather have Singapore dollars or Malaysian ringgit? What would be your answer? The best answer is, it depends. If you give me 1 Singapore dollars versus 20 ringgit, I would definitely take 20 ringgit because it has more value. The same applies to the world of credit cards. Between 1.5% cashback or 1.4 miles per dollar or 4 miles per dollar or 10 times points, which one do we actually choose? Now, to make things clearer, I have actually compiled an entire list of different bank points and their worth in cash rebate as well as redeeming for vouchers, so you can actually see for yourself which points are worth more money. I've even compiled a list of popular credit cards and standardized their earn rate to cash rebates so that you can compare between cards more easily instead of wondering how much is 10 times points and how much is 4 miles per dollar versus something like 2% cashback. Let's say a particular transaction of yours can either earn you 4 miles per dollar or 1.5% cashback, and you're wondering which one is better. You can just refer to this list of points and see which one gives you more value. So if you're earning the 4 miles per dollar from a card like DBS Women's Card, your 4 miles per dollar can actually be liquidated at 2% cashback, which is actually better than 1.5% cashback. In fact, DBS often gives promotions and additional cashback when you use your DBS points to offset your transactions, and that will bring your effective cashback rate to 3 to even 4% depending on the promotion. So points and miles are a little bit like another form of currency that you can use to purchase things as well, right? You can use them to redeem for not only miles, but also shopping vouchers. And if the rate is good, they actually beat your cashback cards. Now, the OCBC 90N MasterCard actually earns 1.2 travel dollars per dollar spent on that card. But how much is that 1.2 travel dollars worth? Does it beat a 1.5% cashback card? The answer is actually yes. If you were to use the 1.2 travel dollars to convert it to cash rebate, you only get 1.2% cashback, which of course loses the 1.5% cashback card. However, if you use your travel dollars to redeem for vouchers, you can actually use 613 travel dollars to redeem for $10 vouchers, including grocery vouchers. This means that every travel dollar is worth 1.63 cents, which means that the 1.2 travel dollar earn rate of the 90N card is actually closer to 1.95% cashback. Well, of course, in the form of vouchers, but that's still significantly better than a 1.5% cashback card. Now, StanChart's newest credit card is quite interesting because it is marketed as a cashback card, but it is actually earning you points. And when you have earned 3,200 points, you can actually redeem $10 of cash rebate, making it 6% cashback because it earns 19.2 rewards point per dollar spent. However, you can also use the reward points to redeem for other things. And even if you are not into miles, you can use it to redeem for shopping mall vouchers like Land Lease or Capital Mall. And at a rate of 13,900 points, you can actually redeem for $50 of shopping mall vouchers versus the 16,000 or so points that you would need to redeem $50 of cashback. This means that you can get significantly more shopping mall vouchers than cashback if you choose to use your points in this manner. That means that effectively your smart card has become a 6.9% rebate card, just that the rebate is in form of shopping mall vouchers rather than cashback. Now, that's not too bad, and it's another example of how points can actually get you more rewards even if you're not interested in miles. Now, last year I even managed to redeem a $699 Dyson vacuum with just around 29,000 travel dollars. Now, that was such a good deal that even mile chasers were redeeming their points for that rather than miles which they love. So if you're ignoring points credit cards because you're saying, hey, I'm not interested in miles, you're actually losing out on a lot of potential rewards that you can get. Points are a very versatile currency that can be used to great effect if you know how to play the points game. Now, the second reason why you shouldn't ignore miles or points cards is because that in certain scenarios, miles and points cards can earn you far greater rewards than just using a cashback card. Take for example, right now you're at Apple Store and you want to buy the latest iPhone that costs more than $2,000. What cashback card actually gives you a high earn rate for that? You'll find that your OCBC Frank, your UOB Evo, your Live Fresh, the usual suspects don't give you that much capacity to purchase such a big ticket item. OCBC Titanium Rewards, which most people think of as a mouse card, can actually get you more cash rebate than a 1.5% cashback card in this case. The OCBC TR has no monthly cap, which means that you can buy 1, 2, 3, 4, even 5 iPhones on the same card and still get the max reward of 10 times OCBC dollars on the entire purchase price. And what is 10 times OCBC dollars? You can convert it into 4 miles, of course, which most miles chasers will do, or you can also convert it to cashback or vouchers. Now, 10 times OCBC dollar is actually 2.78% cashback when converted into cash rebate, and 3.7% if you convert it into vouchers. So as you can see, this is way higher than a 1.5% cashback card that would have worked for $10,000 worth of iPhones. Now, of course, this year, Citi SMRT card was revamped, which addresses some of these issues because you can buy those iPhones online and get 5% cashback, and there's no monthly cap for the Citi SMRT card as well. But what happens if you find yourself at an electronics store and they have an offline only sale? The only card that can give you more cashback than a cashback card will be the OCBC Titanium Rewards. I'll take another example. With travel resuming, you might want to buy airplane tickets as well as hotel stays, and most cashback cards are quite weak in this regard. The DBS Altitude will actually give you 3 miles per dollar on up to $5,000 of hotel transactions, and you can use something like the DBS Women's World MasterCard to get 4 miles per dollar on your tickets. So as you can see, if you limit yourself to only cashback cards, you might find yourself in situations where you can't get a decent earn rate because of the limitations of cashback cards. Now, a third reason why you should consider adding a points card or two to your cashback cards is because unlike most cashback cards, most point cards do not have minimum spends and they have higher capacities for spending each month. Take the UOB Evo for example. It is an excellent cashback card if you can meet its requirements of $600 minimum spend each month, with some split between PayWave and some for online transaction. As much as I criticize the mouse game for being a lot of hassle last video, this kind of cashback mechanism is also a hassle because I need to track how much I spent on PayWave and how much I spent on online transaction to get an effective 6.67% cashback. Now, a card like HSBC Revolution is a lot more hassle-free. You just use it to PayWave something or to buy something online, and chances are you will get your 10 times HSBC points, which you can redeem for either miles or 2.5% cashback. There's no minimum spend to worry about, and it has a roomier max cap of $1,000 compared to $600 for the UOB Evo. Now, 2.5% cashback might not be as impressive as 6.67%, but if you are unable to meet the $600 minimum spend anyway, 2.5% is way better than 0.3% that UOB Evo gives for spending below $600 that month. And that's why I call the HSBC Revolution the best card for lazy people, and you can check the link to that video in the description below. Points cards also tend to have a higher capacity for spending in a particular month, so most cashback cards actually max out at about $600 or $800 spending for that month, whereas for points cards they can go up to $1,000 or even $2,000 of monthly spend. So do consider some of the recommendation of various points cards that I find that would be perfect even for cashback chasers, and you can see them in the description below. Now, one of the most overlooked points cards I feel is the Amex CapitaCard. Now, it is obviously tied to Capita Mall and therefore only gives you Capita Star dollars which you can use at CapitaLand malls. But given the number of malls across the island that belongs to Capita Mall, it is actually very useful and you can use the Capita Star dollars very easily. So I actually consider it almost like a cashback card. But of course, Capita malls tend to price things a little bit more than online shopping websites, but you can still spend them effectively at places like grocery stores and electronic stores where the items are fairly evenly priced against even online retailers. CapitaCard also gives frequent promotions that are very attractive, such as 10% rebate on Capita Mall e-voucher purchase. Now, you even get the base star dollars for the purchase, so it's more than 11% rebate, and that's way better than even 8% cashback. So remember, unless someone is pointing a gun to your head or you really have to, do not use a 1.5% cashback card. Find a points card that can actually give you a much better earn rate than 1.5% cashback, which is really pathetic. Until next time, subscribe to Telegram for more great deals and content, and I'll see you next video. Criticizing Miles' card and then praising them in the next video. All part of my plan to get people to sign up for more cards. It's going perfectly, Kylo.